welcome to another Fiddlehead fiddle lesson. I am now going to show you some fiddle variations for Jingle Bells, a way to make Jingle Bells to turn it into a fiddle tune. Alright, it's just an idea I came up with, and you can do a tune in general. You can take tunes that may not even be fiddle tunes and try to explore ways to make them sound like fiddling, or to just try to make your own version of them. So that's what I kind of want you to do on your own, to take these ideas and suggestions and develop your own voice and style. So I'm going to just play my little version and then show you what I did. I have a basic version for Jingle Bells up, and so if you don't know the tune and you're a beginner, you might want to do that first and then do this. And I'll put a link to that in the comments area below. Okay, so here goes my little version of Jingle Bells. Pretty fun, huh? So, I don't know, it's just adding a lot of hoedown type. I mean, if you just get really good at that bowing, you can almost turn anything, it's almost ridiculous after a point. You can turn anything into a fiddle tune. Ode to Joy. I don't know, it's almost silly, but it's also really fun, and I think it's a fun way, if you're a beginner, to kind of get into playing, and to fiddling. So the hoedown, it's all about the hoedown. Long, short, short, long, short, short. If you're more advanced, you can put an offbeat accent on, or accent the first short, like. That little rhythmic feel will take you a long way to make a lot of your playing sound more like fiddling and more like music. Okay, so I took the first line, over the fields we go, or dashing through the snow. I kind of did some double stops, open string double stops. And slide into some notes if you like. Sliding's another thing, especially with a double stop, that makes it sound like fiddling. And then when I land on that note, which is normally a long note in the song, I go, dashing through the snow, I just kind of hoedownify that, just keep the beat going. Here's that again, a little slower. You can also do a little pickup at the end to the next part. 2, 3 on G. And then the next line. I'm just doing a similar thing. And droning the open G at the end. There's that line. Next line, the basic part was. And here's my kind of fiddle version. So I do a double stop with 2 on D, 1 on A. That's a little bit more intermediate or advanced. An easier one you could do would be 2 on D with open A. So you could do, if you're not comfortable with that first one. So anyway, I'll stick to the first one for now. And then, so that's a double stop. The basic was, and I'm going to add, for that first note, A3, I'm going to add 2 on D and slide into it. And then low 2 on A, 1 on D. And then All right, but I also like to add a little riff at the end. All right. It just occurs to me a cool way to do that riff would be like. I didn't think of it before, but now I think so. The last. Just because it leads, I think, a little better back around. Here's that whole last line a little slower. Oh, I should take it from. All right, so here's the whole first half of the verse. And then I think it's rough. It's very similar for the second half. Now we're going to do something different. We're going to go. So I don't know how you want to do it. You can just do some sort of double stop. I forget what I did. I might just kind of keep it similar to the basic version. Actually, I think holding the D3 down as a drone is good. And then ending on D3 with G2 or open G. Give you a better angle, sorry about that. All right, so I'm now gonna just play the entire verse. Okay, let's get into the chorus. So the original basic was Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells. I'm kind of just hoedownifying it. All right, so that's with the open D. I think when I first played it, I used the D3 as for the double stop. A little bit more advanced, but so you have to either option. If you're kind of beginner to double stops, do it with the open D. And if you're kind of comfortable with intermediate double stops, try this. You can slide both or just the one. And then this next part, the basic was. And so I like to do this kind of string crossing thing. So that's 1 on A to open D, 3, D3, open A, 1 on A. A little slower. Then the next part. So so the basic again was. Or I think I did, you could also do kind of like, instead of a straight double stop, you could kind of like make it pulse by doing like a single double. So basically a single double pattern is going between double and single stops. Like, I have a lesson on that, and if I remember, I'll put a link to it in the comments field below. I have a whole lesson dedicated to that, but that's what I'm doing here, like a single double thing. Alright, a little slower. Again. Apologies, because I'm just sort of like winging it a little bit here. I just came up with this version, and it's just sort of stuff I would do, but I'm not exactly precise every time through because I approach this stuff as a fiddler and kind of always tweaking and fiddling and changing things. So, but I try to make the lessons as consistent as possible, and so just so you know, I'm on your side. That's the point of that long-winded thing I just said. So the whole course so far is... a little slower. And then the second half of the course is similar. But you just have to end it like that to really be true to the melody. And just kind of add some double stops. So that's A3, D2, A low 2, D1, open A, then D3 and A2. So I'm going to do the entire course now. I'm going to try to do it really slow so you can get the idea. Take all this that I'm teaching you in this lesson as a suggestion. Okay? Try these things out. Try your own ideas out. Here we go. Again. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I hope that was helpful. Kind of a sloppy lesson, but you know, I've had a little bit of eggnog today. I'm feeling a little loopy. So anyhow, have a good time playing it. Let me know if I could help you at all to get it better, if I can make it more clear next time. And thanks a lot. See you soon. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Thanks for watching the video.
Excellent!